guys, welcome back to Marsh Forever. My name is Tiana, and in today's video we're going to be doing a home vlog. I am so excited to share with you guys what we've been up to as far as the basement is concerned. I know you guys seen the pre-drywall walkthrough. If you did not, go ahead and click up there, you can watch it there. But now the walls are up, guys. Like, we have walls, we have defined spaces, we have rooms. So I'm super excited to show you guys how it looks, because it really changes everything. Because before, like, the lighting was up, but because the walls wasn't up, the lighting was like going into all the rooms. But now that the walls are up, you can like really see how much light is in each space, which is so exciting. So let's go ahead and tour the basement first, and then we'll come back and chat about it. All right, guys, so here is the entryway to the basement. That's the door that you can enter the basement through. That's an unfinished storage space. Here's an unfinished storage space. It goes from here all the way back there, and it wraps around because it's the one that goes under the step. And we extended it from here all the way to here and hide that beam there. So there is a slight bump out, but I kind of like that because now we can, like, I feel like put some artwork here, maybe some picture lights, I'm not sure. Or even on this wall, I was kind of nervous about this wall being so close to the door, but it's perfect. And I'm thinking that we can maybe do some artwork, picture lights, something like that maybe. All right, guys, so here is the living room. I'm really pleased with this space. It looks really, really good. I had to do the measurements myself. Some people sell plans, but I feel like I'm not that intelligent. I ain't gonna hold you. Because it's like, if the wall, like, this is I think 13-foot wall, and if you sell me a plan based on a 10-foot wall, then I still would have to do the work and redesign it. You know what I mean? So I don't think I was to the point where if you gave me the scaling for a 10-foot wall, that I would be able to then go back and try to rescale it for a 13-foot wall. So I just did it myself, and I took a piece of chalk and drew it in my driveway to really get the scale with my own eyes. If I could redo it, I may have made the shelves a bit bigger, but I actually like the sizing of them. There's like a 1/4 of an inch on each side that I didn't account for because of the drywall, but I mean, I'm not mad at that at all. And so I think I started with what size TV we want and matched that up with the size fireplace we want. Because if we want a 70-inch or a 75-inch, that's not the width of the TV. When you measure a TV, it's measured diagonally. So a 75-inch diagonally might be 60 inches horizontally. So we had to match a TV with a fireplace to make sure that the TV isn't significantly bigger than the fireplace and vice versa. So we did that first. I think we got a 60-inch, or we're getting a 60-inch fireplace, a 75-inch TV because it's 60 inches in width. That's the way I think we did it. And then I just created the measurement of the shelves based on that, because I wanted this space here to match that space on the outside, and this space here to match that space on the outside. For the most part, that's what I tried to do, because I want to keep the TV within the same like line as the fireplace, if that makes sense. Okay, now my dad is an electrician. He's been doing this for over 25 years, and he actually came back and was like, okay, I want to put the lights in the shelf. That was his idea, because I was going to get the battery operated one that's in my kitchen, but he was like, he wanted to do those. So he did that for us. I'm so happy because I love it, and I can't wait to see it. I seen a picture of it, but I just thought it was something that we didn't need. And then he actually had 2 outlets here, so he can make sure it's up to code, but he hated it on the wall, like visible. And so he was going to put one here, but we took some time to think about it, and we ended up putting them in the inside of the shelves, as you can see. So they're right there. There's one right here, and there's one right there. So it's going to be a hidden outlet, and we had him turn the outlet sideways because we're going to do Alexas for our home sound system. We do that upstairs, and we absolutely love Alexas. They synchronize really well. I think you can do up to 3. So we're going to start with 2, and then we'll add a 3rd one if we need to. We'll put one back there in the kitchen if necessary. So I'm excited about that. And then here's the bathroom. I still don't have a design for this. It's going to be something including black, of course, because there has to be black everywhere. But I don't know what I'm doing there. That is the furnace and stuff. And then here's Eric's office. Love his custom drywall shelves. Now we started the shelf here because there is a sprinkler up there, so we had to be mindful of that. But I absolutely love it. I'm glad we did this instead of cabinets, because cabinets would have came out too far. So I'm in love with this. I feel like you get way more storage too, because you get storage from wall to wall, and we can like break up the books, like turn some on this side, have some sitting up, have some vases, have some plants, have some memorabilia in between. Like Eric already wants one of the black commander's helmets, like, so we can like decorate it how we want, and we're not confined to a cabinet. So I love that idea. And then here is his closet there. Okay, now we are going to do like the same colors upstairs, like gray, and this will be black. There will be some black in there, probably an all black shower, just depends. And then the black on black in the kitchen. All of this will be gray out here, the same gray as upstairs. And then in this room, this wall will be black where the mirrors are. So it's like it'll be all black, but there'll be 2 big mirrors or more, and then there'll be a TV in the dumbbell rack. So even though the wall is all black, we will still have a lot of light reflecting because of the mirrors. So that is all I have right now. I will give you guys an update or show you once they're done painting. All right, guys, so what do you guys think? Ooh. I love it. I hope you guys love it too. Let me know what you guys think. If you have any questions, again, don't forget to drop them down below. I will answer them as best as I can. But we did make a couple changes. I wanted to share that. I'm not sure if I mentioned it in the video because I edited that footage so long ago, y'all. Like, I edited it and had it saved and ready because I knew I was going to post it around this time if I came back to YouTube. So it's kind of funny seeing like, oh, I actually did come back to YouTube, and oh, I am posting this. So if I'm a little redundant, I'm sorry. I'll try to edit it out if I'm just too annoying, because when I be editing and going back, I'm like, oh, Tiana, you're so annoying, like delete. But anyway, so we ended up taking away the 2 outlets that were on the wall with the shelf in like the family living area. They were like on each side of the fireplace, and we just ended up repositioning them to inside the lowest shelf, because we do the Alexa home theater system. You can basically synchronize your Alexas with your Fire Stick, and the sound will come out of those. You can adjust the sound. You can tell Alexa to play Disney Plus and restart and turn the volume up, and we really like it. So we're going to do that again in the basement. So the fact that those 2 outlets are going to be inside the shelves, we can have an Alexa on each side in the shelf, and it'll kind of look as decor, because they're very sleek. They're very like aesthetic. Like, it's one right there on the floor. It's like just a ball with a white cord, and because the basement will be the same color as up here, like very, very light gray, almost white, the cord won't be an eyesore. And we did get the cord to go, we did get the electrical socket to go in the shelf, like on the side of the shelf, and we turned the outlet to the side as well, because that has like a thick base for the charger, because it has to remain plugged up. So we changed that, removed the okay, yes. Then we decided to add some lighting in the shelves, just to add like a ambiance. You can have all the lights off and then have that on with the TV, which is really nice. And then we also decided to change the paint in the gym room. So we're going with the same aesthetic, like white, gray, lots of black, but not too much black. And so at first I was going to do the entire office all black. The gym room all black. But I decided to just do one wall, so we did change that. And then we were going to remove the door from the basement where you enter the basement, but Eric wants to keep that door, so we're going to do that now. We also decided we definitely want to do an all black kitchen down there. I'm kind of jealous because that's my dream kitchen, but when we were building the house, it was just like, I don't think that was an option. That would have been a custom thing, and that just wasn't a decision I was ready to make until I actually lived in the house and could see the lighting of the house. Because I feel like with a black kitchen, you gotta be careful because it can look too dark and too grunge, and that's the look I'm going for. I want it to be dark, but I still want it to have a lot of light, you know what I mean? Which is why I did the black backsplash, because I really wanted something black. And I probably would never do black up here. If I painted these cabinets over, it'd probably be just giving them a fresh coat of white paint, or doing like a creamy color. But then if I did that, I would want to change the backsplash and the countertop. So I'll probably just keep the white and just do a fresh coat every, you know, like 5 years or so, just so it just always looks fresh and new. I've been doing a good job of keeping them clean, but that's neither here nor there. Anyways, we're going to do the black kitchen for Eric. And then we also decided to, I think I told you guys I was doing like the drywall island. So it's going to be drywall on each side and the back. And then on the other side, it was just going to be like open shelves so he could put his big appliances there. We decided to actually do cabinets on the island there, because he actually wants the cabinets for storage, more storage. And we did decide to do uppers too. So we're going to do uppers, lowers, and cabinet island as well. All black, probably with a black backsplash and a dark gray, like charcoal almost countertop. That's what I'm thinking. I seen a picture and I really loved it. And I'm okay with doing a black kitchen again, because the basement gets so much natural light. Because we have a walk out and not a walk up, we have so many windows. I think we have 2 windows down there that are like close to the kitchen, and we have that door that's full glass, so you get so much light. So the black kitchen is going to look so nice. I think that's all the changes we made. The door, the lights, and the shelves, electrical outlets, and the island. Yeah. And so now I'm going to unbox one of these 2 gifts that I got. I'm super excited to share. They're actually for the basement, and I'm just so happy they're here. They came really quickly. Like the fireplace, I feel like got here in 2 days. They both came on New Year's Eve actually. So one is the Yesoul Treadmill, and then another one is the RW Fireplace. And we have one very similar upstairs in our bedroom, but we got one for the basement too, just for the ambiance, for the aesthetic. I'm super excited. I'm not going to unbox the fireplace today because I am so tired. It is 11 o'clock at night, okay? But unboxing both of these things, I wanted to do them by myself when no one is up, no one is running around, no one's waking up from nap. Like, I know everyone is asleep and going to stay asleep until the morning. And I am a true night owl. Like, I love the nighttime. I've always been this way, even before having kids. I think this started really in college. Cause I used to be a morning person, because I used to work at Starbucks, and I would get, on Saturdays, I would love the 4 a.m. shift, so I could like have my whole day. But when I started college, I feel like you had to be a night person, because we were studying all night all the time. So I became a night owl then, and it kind of like never left me. I would always be the one staying up to 11 o'clock at night, and then be up at 6 or 7 or whatever time I had to be up. So I'm gonna stay up and get this done. I'm probably not gonna go to bed till 1, but that's okay. That's me time. I didn't work out today either, and I didn't work out today because I planned on doing the treadmill at the kids' nap time, but I have so much footage in my phone and on this camera that I had to like get off and edit and like upload, because for me, that's one thing that like discourages me, is when I'm doing so much recording that I'm not doing enough editing, and then I'm overwhelmed, and then I forget I recorded something and then never edited it, and I'm going back in my phone deleting footage like, hold on, wait, I had a whole day in life I didn't even post. What? So it's important for me to like record, edit, record, edit, upload, record, edit, upload. So it's just sitting there waiting for me, and I'm not, you know, wasting time. Now that I say that, let me check Facebook, because I have something being posted tomorrow morning, and I need to make sure it's ready on Facebook, because I don't have time to wake up early and do it myself. I don't even really be caring about Facebook posts as long as I do it, but if I don't do it, it's okay. I'm just trying to be consistent. Okay, so let's go ahead and unbox the treadmill, and then we'll come back to the fireplace a different day, or maybe later in the vlog. I'm not sure. Eric offered to do it today, but I just didn't want the kids to be around, and both of us can't be in the basement while the kids, you know, so we would have to do it at night, because by the time you come home from work, their nap time is over already. So it would have to be something that we do at night anyway. So I figured, let me do the treadmill. And I'm actually doing the treadmill up here. I'm not doing it in the basement because the basement is still very dusty. The floors aren't done, so it's very dusty, and I don't want to get a bunch of dust on the treadmill. So, and I have to like this is a partnership, so I had to record a video, blah 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 blah. And so I need to be able to have a space where it's looking decent, looking neat. And so I was thinking about just moving everything out my office into the hallway and then doing it in the office. And that's fine, I don't mind doing that for the actual like short form content version. But there's no main light, so I can't like control that part. Whereas the morning room, I have light here, so I can record here, see if I like it, and if not, then do it during the day in the office. So I might do that. So Eric just finished putting the treadmill together. I really like it. I think my favorite feature on it is the fact that you can screen share. So I could be on my phone, on TikTok, Instagram. I can be doing editing, whatever. I could be on my phone and like I can look at it bigger on the screen, and I can watch a YouTube video and turn it landscape and then watch like the full screen of a YouTube video, which is nice. We're actually getting a TV in our basement, so it's like I really didn't have to get a TV if I have that. I mean, yes, of course I can't probably watch everything. Like I haven't tried Netflix or anything, which I probably could. But the thing is, if I'm using my phone, then I wouldn't be able to also be screencasting. But I think it's a great feature and a great option if I don't want to like turn the TV on or what have you. So that's cool. I would say the only downside is it doesn't have like a real incline. Like it has a very, very slight incline. I think it's like 0.5, 0.75, and then 1. Like it's just all slight inclines, but it's not like a button you press to make it incline. It's like the way you like lock it. It's like 2 like keys you lock on each side. So I have it on the highest incline setting, which is fine though, because I want to do more like running than anything on there, except walking too. So I just kept it with the incline because it's kind of like walking and running outside. Like it's never like really flat surface, always some type of incline, so, or decline. So I think that it'll level out with the way it is set. I was also going to say I didn't set it up in the basement because it's still dusty down there because the floors aren't in. But now that it's actually built, we could put it down there and it'll be fine since all like the sanding and stuff process is done. But before I put it down there, I am going to put it in my butler's pantry where Avia's like playpen is, because that space is going to like disappear soon, because as she's going to like start being potty trained and stuff, we won't need that anymore. That playpen can like go away and like be trashed at this point, because we've had it for over 5 years at this point, because we had it with little Eric. But I'm gonna shoot my content there because I want people to see how compact it is, how it can fold up, and it can just be out of the way, and it's gonna fit like perfectly in that space. And then once I'm done content, I'll put it in the basement and probably shoot more content as I'm building up my gym, because I think we have 2 pieces solidified through partnerships, and it's just one more that I'm like waiting for, that I really want, but I'm waiting for that. So yeah, but I really do like it a lot. It's very clean, very sleek, very minimal. I think it's an excellent starter treadmill, like when you really want a treadmill but you don't want to spend $2,000+ for it, because you know sometimes we'll say we want something, we'll buy it, and then we don't like it. And that's how it was for me with the Peloton. Like I bought it, I kind of liked it a bit, but then I stopped liking it when I started progressing in my journey in other areas. And so I'm glad I rented it and I didn't just buy it outright, because I would have just wasted the money and I probably wouldn't have sold it. I probably would have just kept it and it would just sit and rot. You know what I mean? I think this is a good beginner one, and if you are very simplistic and minimal, it could be a good advanced one too. But I think it's definitely a good starter to like see if you're really going to, you know, be disciplined with it and you want something a little bit more than a walking pad, if that makes sense. So I'm super excited to add it to the gym. I'm so grateful for Yesoul for sending that over to me and adding it to our gym. If you guys want like a full review of it, I'll share with you guys. Just let me know. Of course, there will be like a recap on short form content, like a 90-second review. But if you guys like want a full walkthrough and you want me to demonstrate all the features, just let me know and I'll have that up for you guys. The kids are not in bed. Dinner is finished. First of all, let's talk about how half the pan of cornbread is already gone. Like my family crushed. Okay, that cornbread is everything. Like it's so flipping good. Like cooking it in a skillet is definitely the key. Don't cook it in a regular just glass pan, the skillet, okay, in the skillet. And you gotta add the cream of corn. So good. I'll share the recipe if y'all want that too. I get all my recipes from Pinterest. I don't know who actually grandmama sat down and came up with all these measurements and stuff. I swear baking is a science. I could never do it. So I put all my recipes on Pinterest, so y'all should probably follow me over there too if you have any like food questions or like, ooh, this recipe is probably 9 times out of 10 came from Pinterest or it's something my grandmother used to make or my mother makes, and I just followed it and made it my own. And then the chili, Eric likes his chili very thick. He like it thick like that, so I like mine looser, but that's how he like it, so that's how I made it. And yeah, it's really good. It has stout beer in it, bone broth for protein, and a little water just so we can have time to simmer and cook down, because I had to really cook my red beans slow. I forgot to soak them last night, so I had to do a quick soak, which is like boiling them for like 5 minutes and then letting them sit in the water for like an hour and then rinsing them off and then cooking them. But I had to let it really simmer because don't nobody want no tough hard beans. That's nasty. All right, somebody asked me, okay, let me not say somebody. I think it was my girl Anitra. I know who it is. I know. Let me stop playing like I don't know who it was. I think it was. She asked me, can I do a tutorial on how I record short form and long form? Y'all, I don't know. I'm winging it. I didn't want to say it on short form, but I'm winging it, baby. I'm still trying to learn how to do short form and long form at the same time. Now, I will say I have 2 separate tripods, but I will also say that there is a piece that can go on top of my camera and my phone can hold it too. But the problem is sometimes because of the distance between the lenses, it'll be too low on my phone and then too high or low on the camera, so it's sometimes impossible to record with them stacked on top of each other. So I usually try to have them just close to each other. But again, this is a landscape camera and my phone is always shooting like vertical portrait mode, so there are some challenges with that. And like the bottom of the portrait phone tripod is wider and it's more flexible. Well, it's not more flexible. It's just easier to maneuver. Well, I guess, yeah, more flexible than my camera tripod. And I chose, this is my first time getting a camera tripod like the one I have, which is like the original like 3-legged tripod. And I went with that one because I find that the camera is much heavier than the phone, and I feel like it loses, the regular tripods or like the easier ones, it loses its integrity, or like it's like, I don't know, traction or whatever. It just over time breaks because the camera is so heavy. And so I like to use I'm liking using the bigger one or the 3-legged one, but it's so much work, like undoing every single latch and getting at the perfect height. And even if I want to like make it just a little bit higher or a little bit lower, it's then very hard to try to like mimic that same distance with the other legs. So it's pros and cons with that too, versus just worry about balancing it on one pole and one leg. It's a little bit more difficult, but I'm figuring it out. But I'm really trying to figure out what my rhythm is, so I really don't have the sauce or the juice yet. But right now what's working for me, I guess, is 2 different tripods, and usually having my camera in front and then my phone in the back, because it can get much higher than the tripod can. And then like, at least for Vlogmas, yeah, that's what I did for Vlogmas. I had 2 tripods, and I would say I would move my phone more than my camera, because I have to tell myself, like, if somebody is watching long form, they're more invested and they want to see like more of the process. Let me stop playing with these scissors. They want to see more of the process, whereas short form, they just want to see the recap. So I do move my phone a lot more, which is another reason why I also like to separate my phone from my camera, because I'm moving my phone to get a lot more angles than I am doing my right here. Like, I could sit y'all right here and open this whole package and whoever's watching will be in tune. But let's say for short form content, people want to see different angles, you know, to keep them invested and keep their attention span, you know, keep them engaged with such a short, you know, form video versus just shooting in one angle the whole time. Sometimes, depending on the video, it can be very boring, especially if someone's not talking. But like, for example, when I did that big unboxing in short form, and I was recording on my camera, but my camera ended up dying, so I had to redo it. But for short form, I was not about to be moving that camera that many times with that big amount of packages, right? But for my day in the lives and stuff, oh, I'm moving the camera so much because I'm just literally trying to get like 10-second clips of everything that I'm doing. And when I edit it, I'm only using like 1 to 1.5 seconds of it. So I'm just trying to do like 10 seconds here, 10 seconds here, 10 seconds here, and then putting it together. And then a lot of the stuff that I record, I don't even ever use. I could probably make 10 vlogs out of the amount of footage I get, but I don't use everything, because sometimes I think about, okay, I don't have to show every single step, because people can kind of just use their inference skills, okay? Like, you can kind of just infer. I don't gotta show you every little detail. Like, a day in life is not a tutorial. It's a day in my life, and I'm just giving you a snapshot. But in the beginning, I felt like I was trying to create a tutorial, like every step of my makeup, every step of my dress, every step of how I get my kids together. And I don't need to do that. Like, it's not a tutorial. It's a day in the life. So it's just a quick recap. So yeah, I hope that helped. I feel like I'm just rambling, and this video gonna be so long, and half the stuff I'm saying, I can't even make it. But I hope that was helpful. Does come with these rocks, which I prefer. The one in our bedroom came with the rocks and a log. We didn't end up using the log. Really like the rocks. Where's the bracket? Okay, so we have to mount the bracket, and then we connect. So we have to remove the glass. Good to know. Remove the mounting bracket, settle the holes with the screws, drilling the wall anchors, fixing the fireplace, placing the decor, hanging the glass, fastening the glass. Okay, hubby definitely has to do this with me because this sucker, it's not too heavy, but it's glass, so it needs to be handled with diligence. Okay. All right, so I got it unboxed, you guys, and I'm not going to take you guys downstairs and show it to you yet because I kind of just want this to be a surprise. But I am going to like plug it up right here to make sure everything works properly. So, Alright guys, I just finished unboxing it and it looks good. I like it a lot. I will say the one in our room I'll probably do like a little better because it has a couple extra settings that this one does not have. And so you can operate it with the remote, but it does have these like touch screen buttons over here that'll light up once it's on. But you can change, you can set a timer, you can change the flame color, the background color. You can change the actual speed of the flames, so it can go up really fast or really slow. We don't have that setting on our one upstairs. But the biggest difference is like this temperature setting. It has like a low, medium, and then an OF. And I'm not sure what the OF is. I gotta read the directions. But in our room, we can set the temperature, I think, as high as 80 or 82 maybe. So like let's say if we have it on 74, it'll cut on when it drops below 74 and then cut off once our room reaches 74, which I really like because we can just have it on like a thermostat kind of, and it'll do the same thing. So I like the one in our room better because of that feature alone. I'm not sure how it's going to like cut on and cut off until like we install it and we use it and see how it works. And because it's a much bigger space that it'll be keeping warm, I'm sure it'll be running longer than in our room. We can like close our bedroom door and like control the heat because it's a smaller amount of space. So I will say that. Now I do know, we did know that going in, so it's really going to be more for aesthetic because we had the same discussion about getting that right here. Like when we were building the home, it was an option to do, I think it was called a Cosmo Fire, which is an electric fireplace. And our sales consultant was like, I would recommend doing a gas because the Cosmo one is really just for aesthetic, but the gas one is really like pumps heat. And this thing right here, it pumps heat. So I'm glad we went with the gas one in a larger like family gathering space. And then we went with the electric one in our bedroom. But going into the basement, like we didn't have the option to put, you know, a gas, what is it called, roughing in. At least I don't think we did, especially not having the entire basement unfinished. So we knew going into it, if we did a fireplace, it would be electric. It would be mostly aesthetic, and it would kind of like operate as like a little heater, if that makes sense. And also with these ones, which I didn't really learn or understand until the one we had in our room, all of these vents don't push out heat. Only this one pushes out heat, and the other ones act as like a fan to like, I guess, keep it cool so it doesn't overheat. So there's that. And we did put this fireplace on its own circuit in the basement. I don't think it was necessary, but we just did it just in case. The one in our bedroom is not on its own circuit and it's never tripped the power. But we did put this one on the circuit. Now the one great thing about these is, like, let's say it's the summertime and it's hot, you can turn it on and not have to have the heat portion on. Like right now it's on, but the heater isn't running, which is nice, so that you can just enjoy like the visual of it without having the heat function on. So yeah, but that's all for today's video. I will see you guys next time, and you may see us installing it, and that will also come with seeing the paint done in the basement as well. So I'll see you next time. Bye.